My name's Wesley Hickman, and I own Hickman's Pharmacy here in Leland, North Carolina. Well, I grew up in Hickman's Crossroads towards the Calabash area. Grew up there until I was 5 and then moved to Charlotte and went to school through my formative years there. Graduated from West Brunswick in '99 and worked at the CVS pharmacy in Charlotte with Mr. Joey Galloway, Brent Tyndall, and Sybil Saunders. They all taught me pharmacy when I was growing up and how that could really help people, and I knew I wanted to be in the healthcare profession as I grew up. So I thought that would be a really good fit. Decided to go to UNC Chapel Hill, spent 6 years there and got my doctorate degree in pharmacy from there in 2005. So decided to come back here to the area and practice pharmacy in my hometown. I was driving back from Chapel Hill, crossing the Cape Fear River, and just smelled the air one day, and I was like, this is home, I gotta get back to this area. Plus I had family ties still here, so decided I just wanted to come back and be around my family and friends that I knew growing up all my life. I came from a bigger chain. I'd worked there for about 22 years. Started off when I was 16 as a cashier and became a pharmacy technician and then an intern, and then I graduated from pharmacy school and then started my practice there. So kind of worked my way up from the bottom, I would say. I wanted to start my own independent pharmacy to kind of get back to basics of what I think pharmacy is. It's about the customer interaction. Whenever you come into a pharmacy, you're sick, obviously. There's something going on that you want to get help with. So I felt like at the chain pharmacies, I wasn't having the opportunity to have that one-on-one interaction with my patients anymore because, you know, I hate to say it, but a big chain box pharmacy, it's all about volume and about the dollars at the end of the day. And money's important, I'm not gonna lie, but at the end of the day, I feel like the patient comes first before the profit and loss signs come. So that's all I wanted to get back to is running a successful business, but at the same time, taking care of my patients and giving them the one-on-one interaction they deserve. The biggest misconception I see quite often is price. People think because you know, it's CVS or a Walmart or a Walgreens, they're so big they can purchase and then pass on that savings onto the patient. Quite often it's the insurance that dictates the price, so it's a matter of being in network and accepting the patient's insurance, and then at that point the patient can then pick it based on service, pick their pharmacy based on who they get the best feeling from as far as they have their best interest at heart and things like that. So that's the biggest misconception I would say is the price point. As far as convenience goes, anybody that's been into a pharmacy in the last 10 to 15 years knows a lot of times it's a wait. Whenever you go in there, you're gonna sit down and wait for an hour because, you know, honestly, they're just busy. They have a lot of work to do, and I do feel bad for them because they quite often are understaffed as well. Where here, you're not gonna have that problem. We're gonna get you in and out very quickly, give you fast service. We do delivery. So if you're sick and you don't want to make it down to the pharmacy, we're going to be able to get it back to your house, and so you don't even have to leave. So we're just trying to make it easy, and we really care about the patient at the end, so we want to make it as easy as possible. If they give me a problem, I try to give them a solution. Well, one, service, number one, that's the biggest thing we're going to offer. Two, compounding, we do that as well. So we do, right now, very basic compounding. That's where you take a tablet and basically make it into a liquid for a child. Say they couldn't swallow the tablet, we can make it to where they can take it in a liquid form. Different things like tablets, we can make those, capsules, creams, ointments. I like to think of it as bespoke medicine, so it's basically tailored to the patient rather than just being the commercially available products that you see. We offer CBD oils, we offer CBD creams. We're going to be doing medication management. So say you have a very complex medication regimen. A lot of times when you're taking 3, 4, 5 medications, side effects start to creep in, interactions start to creep in. So it's good to have a member of your healthcare team that's actually analyzing all that information and making sure it's in the patient's best interest and actually doing what the physician wants. I have 2 staff members. One is my wife. She works here in the evenings, so she's learning the pharmacy tech business, but she runs the front end of the house. And then I have a lead technician, Ashley Agen. She works with me in the morning time. She came from one of my former employers, and she's been working in the industry for over 10 years as well. Nationally certified technician. She's very, very sharp. That's what we wanted to focus on is having just the family come first. Actually, my son comes here in the evenings for the last 2 hours of the day and spends that here, so he kind of watches me and learns and watches me count and stuff. So it's really interesting. having a 5-year-old run around the pharmacy, but he's definitely taken an interest to it early on, and you can tell. He likes how the drugs are alphabetized on the shelf, and he'll go around and, oh, this is the A's, this is the B's. But we made a compound about a week ago where I had some leftover methyl cellulose. It's a suspending agent, and took some baking soda and kind of let him mix it around a little bit in the back, so he was a happy guy. But basically, just to the point of family, I wanted it to be just local people, people that live around here, just to give you that hometown feel of a face that you know when you come in and people that you trust. Basically, it was me sitting in my office for about a month, putting things out in space, kind of walking through the layout of how I wanted it, and measuring the space that we're in now, and like where the countertop is here, doing that, making sure the workflow was the way I wanted it. So spacing that out in real space was the first thing I did, and took my plans to an engineer and architect and had them draw everything up. And then at that point, I did a lot of the construction myself as far as the framing. I had a crew of 2 other people. They helped me do that. The sheetrock work, I paid somebody to do that, but did the doors, the painting, the ceiling, the floors, the trim, all the shelving units in the back. So I had my hands on it quite a bit, trying to do the construction as well as open up the pharmacy as quickly as possible. We're accepting most all insurances. Right now, the issue is getting a network. Since we're a smaller pharmacy and a new startup, there's a lot of paperwork to fill out to sell drugs, and who would have guessed that? But no, that's, I would say Caremark, Express Scripts, we will be in network at the end of this month, hopefully. But all the other major ones, Blue Cross Blue Shield, OptumRx, United Healthcare, pretty much you name it, we're going to take it. TRICARE will be in that as well with the Express Scripts group. So trying to take as many people as we possibly can. We also are offering immunizations, the flu shot, the shingle shot. We are doing pneumonia shots, shingle shots, Prevnar, basically any vaccination that we're allowed to give in North Carolina, we can have available for anybody that wants it. The response from our customers has been great. I've had a lot of people reach out wanting to know over the last year when I was going to open. So that's been very helpful during this build-out process, knowing I have the patients that are itching to come. So that's been very positive. We have over 100 patients already transferred in the first month. We're filling over about 40, 50 prescriptions a day. So we're growing only to be open about a month and a half. It's very, very positive.